Hey everybody, welcome back to Great Northwest Weaponry. I'm Thomas, and today we are doing another, what we've decided to, at least experimentally, call part 2 videos now on the Winchester American Enfield model of 1917. This is another one of many guns that I acquired from my friends at the Warfront. This is another one of the early ones that I acquired probably 2 years before we ever did the channel. It's also probably my favorite rifle, period. Like, I don't know that I would pick any other bolt action rifle, at least, over the model 1917. This is, if you may recall, the most prolific rifle amongst American soldiers in the First World War, though it's kind of the unsung hero in that way. Everybody kind of tends to give the Springfield Model 1903 credit. I vastly prefer the 1917 over the Model 1903, especially in the World War I pattern. The 03A3 is a good gun, but the Model 1903 has very old school sights that I'm just not a fan of. I love the peep sight on the 1917 and on the 03A3, but this is a rifle chambered in .30-06. It is fed from the same clips as the Model 1903, just for uniformity purposes, but it can actually hold a 6th round. When we go through our second full mag, we may go ahead and take a look at that. We also have a bayonet for this example. This bayonet was originally meant for a P14, but the British proof marks were scratched off and replaced with American proof marks. Any information you may want to know about this gun can be found in the original demo, as this is, again, a part 2. We're mostly just going to be shooting it and giving little facts as we go along, but we get pretty in-depth in the original, at least compared to this. And, yeah, it was one of the earliest videos, one of the earliest rifle videos that we ever did on the channel, so there's not going to be the gun room setup that you're probably used to at this point if you've been with us for a while. But if you want to check it out, again, link in description. Now, got a target at about 80 yards. See how I do. Four out of 5. Usually perform decently with this rifle. Put in another 5, and this time let's go ahead and run it with the full 6. I'm going to go ahead and just close the bolt on empty here. Yeah, I am just very, very into the Model 1917. If you watched the recent collaboration video that I did with a number of other somewhat small gun channels on YouTube, you may recall that this was the one that I picked for my favorite for practicality purposes. There's definitely a reason. I, as mentioned in that video and as I've mentioned before on the channel, took a buck deer at about 350 yards freehand with this. There are not very many rifles in my collection that I think I could do that with, but this is definitely the one that I would pick for that task. Though, generally, if I were saying for deer hunting specifically, I'd probably actually go with the Swedish Mauser. And I'm very much intending on doing some hunting. I'm actually trying to get a bunch of videos out right now because this weekend hunting season opens in my part of the state, and I won't be able to come out to the woods to shoot. So I'm trying to get a good 5 or 6 videos in the pipeline for you guys. But anyway, let's stop rambling and put another mag through it. This time we're fully loaded to 6. I killed the target. I'm going to proceed to shoot a log. I love this thing. The bolt feels so nice. The trigger feels so nice. My only complaint really is the weight, especially with the bayonet attached, but when I did have my hunting excursion with this rifle a few years ago, it's tiring. I I definitely do not envy soldiers of the First World War lugging these things around for days on end at mile after mile after mile, because after 1 mile of a decent uphill hike, I was absolutely ruined, and I was not wearing full kit either. So definitely the men of that era were made of different stuff, because bear in mind, like, the people doing what I just described, heck of a lot smaller than me generally. American men of the First World War were notably smaller on average than they are now. Try finding an original World War I uniform if you're 6 feet tall and weigh anything over 150 pounds. It's very difficult. But anyway, that was definitely fun for me. Hope you all enjoyed the video. It's been Thomas of Great Northwest Weaponry, and we'll see you guys next time.